Alright, so now we're back in standard tuning for those of you that don't want to retune your guitar to learn slide. So you can obviously do slide in standard tuning. I think Johnny Winter plays in standard, Warren Haynes does, a lot of different people do, because the cool thing is you don't have to relearn the guitar. I tend to use open tunings for acoustic guitar, but when you're playing electric and a lot of what you're doing is going to be single notes anyways, it kind of makes it easier to convert from standard, like, playing with your fingers to playing with a slide. Because the best thing, honestly, I think the best way once you get the basic muting techniques and finger picking down is just taking all your favorite blues licks and converting to a slide. So if you're playing a lick like, add a slide to it. So take all those ideas and then just add a slide to it and make sure you're keeping it in tune. The best way to do that, rather than I think as guitar players we tend to aim a little bit behind the fret with our fingers because that's just what we're used to doing, and it kind of takes a little bit of a shift in thinking about it because you realize the note is going to be most in tune above the fret because that's where the contact is made when your finger's depressing it. So when you're trying to get your slide playing in tune, the best way to do it is kind of aim right above the fret. And also it's really important to use your ears because as some of you might know, the guitar is a equally tempered instrument, which is going to mean it's going to be equally in tune in every key, but it's not going to be perfectly in tune in any key, really. So what you're going to want to think about is, say if you're in the key of A, that C sharp right above the fret is actually going to be a few cents sharp. So what you're really going to want to do is just use your ear and make sure that the notes you're playing are really sounding good with the rhythm section playing behind you. So that takes a little bit of experimentation, but once you kind of get over that hump, your slide playing is going to sound really great. Alright, so the final thing we're going to talk about today is vibrato, which takes a good amount of time to develop, but if you have a great vibrato, you only really have to play like one or two notes in every solo to make it sound great. So with slide, it's a little bit different because you're playing with a piece of metal on your hands, but you're basically gonna use your thumb that you've got behind your neck as a fulcrum, and then just kind of use your whole arm to shake the slide back and forth. So spend some time with it. Try doing vibrato slow, or get up there and get gritty and nasty with it. Try a whole bunch of different things. Just make sure that you're using that thumb as a fulcrum and getting a nice even motion.